Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's review another perfume. Okay, I have a review for you today of what is probably going to become one of my new holy grail must-have fragrances in my perfume collection, and it is Skylar's Boardwalk Delight. Have you smelled this? Are you a gourmand lover? If so, hop to it. Man, this is a winner, you guys, a big fat winner, and we'll get into why here in a second. But I actually purchased this from the Skylar website. I think they're still having a sale on their website. Now, when I ordered, I was able to use a 25% off coupon code, like a discount code. I think I found it on Rakuten, and then I also had the cash back. But at any rate, that saved me quite a bit of money. The Skylar fragrances, I would definitely put them in the mid higher end price range for fragrances. This 1.7 ounce size normally retails for $90. On the Skylar website right now, they have several different options where you can combine two full-sized fragrances or two travel-sized fragrances or a full and a travel. I ended up picking up a full size of the Boardwalk Delight, and then I did also get a travel or a rollerball of the Coconut Cove. I will be reviewing the Coconut Cove for you next week. Honestly, the two fragrances that I've been most interested in for the last several months have definitely been the new Coconut Cove as well as this Boardwalk Delight. I discovered this Boardwalk Delight back when Skylar had this as one of their monthly club type scents. So if you're not familiar, on the Skylar website, you can sign up for, I don't know if it's called club, but it's basically a monthly subscription where each month you receive a new fragrance from Skylar. I think it's 20 bucks a month, and you get a travel size. I almost am tempted to sign up for that because I love so many of Skylar's scents, but the only reason that I don't is because they use a rollerball format in place of a travel spray. Rollerballs to me get gross kind of quickly. Obviously, to get the product onto your skin, you are rolling that fragrance, and that rollerball picks up dead skin cells. No matter how much you exfoliate prior to applying, you're gonna get some skin cells and stuff into your perfume. Now, normally that's not a huge issue because I tend to finish my travel fragrances a little bit more quickly than these full-size ones. But that being said, I do think I don't know why rollerballs exist. Tell me whether you prefer a sprayer or a rollerball. I don't know why rollerballs are still a thing, but hopefully they do away with them at some point. But stay tuned for next week for that review of the Coconut Cove. But today, let us get into the Boardwalk Delight, which I obviously purchased the full size of, just based off of the fragrance notes, just based off of other people's reviews that I read. I knew I was gonna love this one. I am not supposed to be purchasing a lot of full-sized fragrances these days because I just have a lot of perfume. I am, in my defense, finishing perfumes though. So, but there is more coming in than is going out. So I try to be careful, but this one I couldn't resist. We are going to go ahead and read through the fragrance notes here. I'm going to talk to you guys about the projection of this fragrance, the longevity, all of that kind of fun stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, the packaging, very, just Skylar, the way that they change up their packaging is just with the background of their pictures that they use for the different fragrances. The bottle always stays the same. They're not one of those brands, that comes out with different fun shaped bottles. They just kind of keep it all the same and then change the label. I do like that. I find that the sprayers for these Skylar fragrances are really, really nice. So I'm gonna show you guys a nice little mist here. Do you see that fine distribution of the perfume? I love that. I hate perfumes that just splat onto your skin. My goodness, this smells good. I can't get enough of this one, you guys. Let's get into it. Okay, I am gonna read like their little blurb and then we'll go through the individual scent notes. I'll kind of tell you how it translates on my skin. Hopefully that helps you decide whether, you know, this one is gonna work for you or not. But definitely go read up some of the reviews. I'll be linking this down below, so go check it out. So Boardwalk Delight is a sweet and warm gourmand scent that ushers in nostalgic memories with notes of cotton candy, vanilla, and coconut milk. Stroll down the sunny boardwalk with a treat in hand and wait for the joys of your youth to bubble up from within. Okay, the scent type that they put this into was the warm and sweet gourmands. It is a very warm fragrance, so I think that's definitely accurate. The keynotes here are the pure vanilla, the cotton candy, and the coconut milk. Oh, you guys. Oh, she's so good. I really pick up, I think that like warm, sweet vanilla above everything else, but there is that hint of cotton candy in here that adds that additional sweetness, but it does it without coming across as cloying, overly sweet, like just kind of like, you know how some fragrances, for me, for example, caramel, it's just too sweet. Like that goes down a sweetness path that even is too much for me. This is sweet without being overpowering or headache inducing in any kind of way. There is a really nice milky, nutty coconut note here that really lends itself to, again, blending with that vanilla perfectly, smoothing things out even more, and just making this feel so warm and cozy and delicious. It really does, in a way, almost smell edible. Oh, it's so good. There's something really special about this one that I think makes it worth absolutely seeking out. If you happen to run across this at your local Sephora, if they have it in stock, you have to stop and smell it. It's just one of those ones where I'm like, yeah, everyone that is a like gourmand lover needs to smell this one. Oh, it's so good. So that's definitely the bulk of what I get in here in terms of the fragrance notes. It's very heavy on the vanilla. It has that touch of cotton candy for the added sweetness and kind of that like, almost like blue raspberry type note. It definitely has that coconut milk that is woven throughout. It's perfect. This is the perfect summer scent, but also I do think this is one that is going to travel with me throughout the seasons. I think this is one that I could very well sport in the fall months, and it would still come across as a, I think, fall appropriate scent because it is so warm and cozy, but it's also just a great fun summertime fragrance. So because we are now kind of entering into the middle of summer, I know that a lot of people, they're starting to like move towards like the fall in terms of like, you know, personal fragrance, in terms of home fragrance. A lot of us are kind of like over the summer scents by this point, but this is one that you could easily take into the fall and it would translate so beautifully. In terms of the longevity here, I find that most Skylar fragrances just have kind of an average lifespan for me. I think for me, after about 4.5 hours, I find myself becoming a little bit nose blind to the Skylar fragrances, and then I'm tempted to reapply. By the 5th hour, for sure, I definitely, if I want to smell the fragrance myself again, I do have to reapply. So that might not be long enough for some of you. For me, because I work from home, it's easy enough for me to pop upstairs and reapply. That being said, I think it's still a decent enough lasting power for the price point. The projection on this is perfect. I don't think it's one that is going to overpower people. I do think you can over apply it. I have done that. Stella told me so. But you know, be careful with it. I think just like your normal amounts, like on your pulse points, maybe on your chest or on the back of your neck or behind your knees, is kind of a good place to place this one. It really warms up with body heat, and it comes across as even warmer and more cozy. This one just works incredibly well with my body chemistry. I find that a lot of gourmand scents do, and this one is no exception. So the projection, I think, is quite good on this. I don't think it's gonna choke other people out. I don't think it's overly sweet. The lasting power is decent. Is it the best? No, but if you normally wear Skylar fragrances, you're pretty familiar with that. Yeah, if you happen to like Vanilla Sky, I think you're really gonna like this one. Not that they are necessarily related fragrances, but they fall into that same cozy, warm vanilla family, and they're like fabulous. In fact, I would pair the Boardwalk Delight with the Vanilla Sky. On all of the boxes for the Skylar fragrances, they actually tell you what these different scents layer with. Skylar from the very beginning has been big on layering their fragrances. I do that just with all of my fragrances periodically, where if I'm craving something new and I don't have the budget for a new perfume, or I just don't want to spend money on a new perfume, I will start mixing what I have together to come up with something new, and it kind of scratches that itch for me. But they say that this one pairs really well with Salt Air and Lime Sands. I'm not sure that I would pair this with Salt Air. I don't think I would. I would pair this with another gourmand. And for me, from Skylar, that would be Vanilla Sky. So I'm definitely going to try that, and I will report back to you on how well that works. Now, when I ordered from Skylar, they did send me a little fragrance card here. So I thought I'd just really quickly share some initial thoughts on the Peach Fields, which is also a newer scent to Skylar. This is a mix of white peach, osmanthus, and sandalwood. This one sounded really interesting to me. Oh, and there's a, ooh, I'm gonna share this discount code with you guys, because if you want to pick this one up, if you type in Peachy25, you get 25% off of Peach Fields. So try that out, see how that works for you. All right, so the description they have here is this the radiant sun ripens the new buds of the season's harvest, an elevated peach-inspired scent with grounding woody notes to transport you to life's sweetest moments. This is supposed to be juicy, lush, and flirty, so let's do it. It's just one of like these little fragrance card things, so. Ooh, that's pretty. I smell the peach, but it really does lean a little bit floral as well, which is definitely that osmanthus note that's coming through. But I smell that sandalwood, you guys. This is nice. This is really, really pretty, and this would be wonderful, I think, spring into summer. This one is quite seasonal. Gosh, I might have to pick this up next spring. Hopefully she's still around. I'm sure she will be. I feel like Skylar usually keeps their fragrances around for a decent amount of time. That's lovely. I would love to see what this smells like on my skin for sure. So I gotta try this one. Oops, sorry about the ding. This one's really good. But if you're interested, again, the coupon code, I don't know where Coach came from, is Peachy25, just all capital and then the number 25. As far as this bad boy goes, 2 fat thumbs up. I love her. She will be a part of my collection going forward. There's just some fragrances that like become staples in my life, and I think this one is going to become a staple for me. The Vanilla Sky is. I love Vanilla Sky, and I think she's next on the list. So if you try Boardwalk Delight, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And a big thanks to Trish, who first notified me of the sale over at Skylar. I really appreciate it. But yeah, big fan. Let me know your thoughts down below. Check out the description box for all the links. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what your favorite Skylar fragrance is. Yeah. Or just period, what is your favorite perfume? Let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Subscribe if you're new, give this video a thumbs up, and toodaloo.